Hello, my name is Genesis Mendez, and today we will focus on instructional strategies. Today we will discuss instructional strategies and learning theories, importance of pedagogical knowledge of theories. Also, we will list instructional strategies that will enhance student achievement, improve critical thinking, and promote student motivation and engagement. So we will start with talking about direct instruction, uh, which is a teacher-centered approach where the educator is a primary source of knowledge, using lectures and demonstrations to lead learning. In contrast, student-centered methods such as concept attainment, inquiry-based learning, and cooperative learning encourage student engagement and autonomy. Concept attainment helps students categorize information by distinguishing examples from non-examples, while inquiry-based learning empowers students to ask questions and conduct research, with the teacher acting as a facilitator. Cooperative learning promotes peer collaboration, allowing students to discuss ideas and solve problems together, fostering social skills and group dynamics. Additionally, differentiated instruction tailors teaching methods to accommodate diverse learning styles and needs, ensuring all students can engage effectively with the material. We will look at direct instruction and how it is closely tied to behaviorism learning theory. This is how mainly teachers is a traditional approach where teachers go in front of the classroom and present what they want to talk about to the class. And behaviorism emphasizes learning through observation of others and reinforce knowledge through practice and feedback. In this context, educators can employ positive reinforcement and modeling to break larger tasks into smaller, manageable steps to facilitate practice and reinforcement. Examples of direct instruction include teacher-led presentation in the classroom and the provision of immediate feedback to support the acquisition of new skills. So this can look like a teacher going in front of the classroom and doing a presentation on how to solve a multiplication problem step by step. Then they will let the students to practice, and then they will provide positive reinforcement by giving praise or saying good job when they get the correct answers. So that is more of a traditional approach. A student-centered approach includes a concept attainment, which is closely aligned with the constructivist learning theory, as it encourages students to actively develop their understanding of concepts, a principle introduced by Jerome Bruner. Students analyze concepts by comparing examples and non-examples while engaging in structured inquiry. So some effective strategies include using examples and non-examples, formulating hypotheses, and labeling concepts. Concept attainment, or the inquiry process, is rooted in constructivist learning theory as well, which states that students construct their knowledge through research, exploration, questioning, and reflection on their learning experiences. Students build upon their understanding rather than passively receiving the teacher's information. This active engagement is a cornerstone of inquiry-based learning, a concept championed by John Dewey. Examples of this approach include taking real-world connections, fostering collaboration and discussion, and utilizing the Socratic questioning, which gives open-ended questions to the students. For example, this may take this form of students conducting an experiment to test hypotheses in a science class. Cooperative learning is linked to the constructivist learning theory developed by Lev Vygotsky, which this theory posits that learning occurs most effectively through social interactions and collaborative efforts to construct knowledge. So examples of cooperative learning techniques include the jigsaw method, which encourages students to share information within their groups to ensure a comprehensive understanding of the concept. Strategies like think, pair, share, and group investigation further promote student collaboration. An additional strategy to be supported by learning theory is differentiated instruction, which is closely aligned to the constructivist learning theory, which empowers students to connect new information with their existing knowledge and reflect on those learning experiences. So this approach is centered on around the needs of each student, enabling them to utilize their prior knowledge to build their understanding of various methods and activities. To cater a different types of learners, visual, auditory, kinesthetic, it is effective to incorporate learning centers, graphic organizers, and open-ended questions that promote differentiated instruction. Game-based learning is another strategy that is supported by learning theory, which is the constructivist learning theory, by enabling students to actively participate in their education, gaining knowledge through research and interaction with the games. One effective approach within game-based learning is scaffolding, which provides tailored information to meet the needs of each learner. Games can incorporate real-world concepts such as science games that allow students to use a virtual lab for hypothesis testing, or simulation games where students assume different roles in historical events, making decisions based on their understanding. So we will go into talking about the importance of pedagogical knowledge of theories, which encompasses all theories, and research proves that using all this information is beneficial at every grade level, as it equips teachers with an understanding of student learning processes. So this knowledge enables the implementation of strategies that support students and optimize learning outcomes. It empowers educators to make informed decisions regarding effective evidence-based methods tailored to their classrooms. Among the strategies that can be employed are formative assessment techniques and differentiated instruction. Instructional strategies that enhances students' achievement, improve critical high-order thinking, and promote student engagement and motivation is paramount in fostering improved student learning outcomes. In my future professional practice, I plan to integrate several approaches, including differentiated instruction, project-based learning, and active learning. So these strategies enhance student achievement by addressing diverse learning needs, fostering critical and high-order thinking skills, and promoting increased student engagement and motivation. By deliberately applying these methods, I aim to create a more inclusive and stimulating learning environment that empowers all students to reach their full potential. One instructional strategy that enhances students' achievement is differentiated instruction, which effectively responds to the diverse learning styles and within the classroom environment. So by incorporating various teaching strategies such as learning stations, the think, pair, share method, and collaborative group discussions, educators can create a distinct learning experience tailored to the individual needs of each student. So this approach fosters engagement and significantly enhances student achievement. Instructional strategy that improves critical high-order thinking is project-based learning, PBL, which enhances critical and high-order thinking skills by encouraging students to research, create, and present their findings, fostering critical thinking. This student-centered approach empowers learners to discover answers independently, creating a more enriching educational experience. So PBL incorporates hands-on experiences and aids students in making connections to real-world problems and solutions. Active learning is an instructional strategy that has been proven to promote student engagement and motivation. So by promoting active participation in the learning process, they are using active learning, which this teaching approach incorporates hands-on activities, discussions, interactive experiences to foster student involvement. Strategies encouraging active learning include helping students make real world connections and promoting collaborative learning through peer discussions and shared insights. Thank you so much for listening during this presentation. Thank you so much. Bye.